His meticulously planned strategy of a quiet, dignified, controlled visit to a celebrity's home had exploded into a chaotic, potentially disastrous mob scene. Well, so this is how the other half lives, Dax commented to Vex, trying and failing to sound sophisticated amidst the growing din. Shut up, Dax, Crius snapped, rounding on his troops, his voice dangerously low. All right, guys, hold it down, I mean it. Quiet. Absolute silence. Now, remember, don't do or say anything that's going to embarrass me or this platoon. Do not act like uncivilized voice. If you've got any doubt about what's the proper etiquette in an orbital celebrity residence, you check with me, not Puddleglum. Do not shake hands with her, whatever you do, unless she extends her hand first. And for the love of the stars, watch them Nutrim Bar rappers. Don't litter. Don't look directly at her. Do not request autographs. Aye, sir. The cadets chorused, their voices a mixture of awe, suppressed excitement, and sheer terror at Crius's menacing glare. Let's go, Crius hissed, trying desperately to herd the excited mass of humanity. Keep your distance. Maintain formation. We approach with dignity and respect. You sure she's home, Vex whispered, skeptical, his face reflecting a dawning apprehension. This looks like a recipe for public humiliation. She said she'd be expecting me to be here, Vex, Nimbus replied confidently, his voice unclouded by doubt. Yep, don't you worry. She promised me Nebula Lemonade, and by Crius, feeling the heavy weight of his imminent humiliation, marched to the elaborate, gleaming gate of Seraphina Zenith's estate and pressed the It pulsed with a soft, inviting blue light. Yes, a synthesized, impeccably polite voice responded from the gate speaker. Good afternoon, sir, Crius announced, his voice gruff but professional, maintaining a military decorum despite his rapidly crumbling inner state. Star Sergeant Rix, 1st Platoon, SCAG -7. And my contingent of Starfleet cadets are here to see Miss Starlight Seraphina. We're here for the scheduled barbecue and subsequent diplomatic visit. I'm sorry, sir. The automaton valet unit, designated a VU-734, responded flatly, its synthesized voice perfectly polite but utterly unyielding. Miss Seraphina Zenith is not at home and is not expected to return from her orbital sabbatical for another 2 solar rotations. Her current Hollywood production schedule takes precedence. There must be some misunderstanding, as she left strict instructions for no interruptions. Crios's face darkened, a vein throbbing ominously in his temple. But she's expecting his unit. She personally invited Cadet Puddleglum here, a direct verbal invitation. He pointed a furious, trembling finger at Nimbus. This cadet, who rarely speaks an untruth, was personally invited. I'm afraid that's not likely, sir, our VU-734 stated flatly, its optical senses unblinking. Miss Seraphina Zenith has been in the Europa Quadrant filming a holovid since last cycle. There must be some misunderstanding. Her schedule is fully booked. Good day, gentlemen. And do mind the sensitive orbital floral arrays. Do not disturb the peace of the Zenith estate. The gate remained hermetically sealed, impervious to Crios's glare, radiating an aura of impenetrable celebrity privacy. The assembled cadets, who had been holding their breath, now deflated like ruptured They stared first at the impervious gate, then at Nimbus, then back at the gate, their expressions morphing from anticipation to profound disappointment, and finally, to anger, directed squarely at Crius. Felt his face go hot, a wave of incandescent shame washing over him. This was worse than the counterfeit credits. This was public humiliation on a grand, Starfleet-wide scale. Okay, Puddleglum, Crius growled, his voice dangerously low, quivering with barely suppressed fury. What's the gag? What's the big punchline to this idiotic, unbelievably stupid joke? Are you performing some bizarre form of comedic improv, cadet? Nimbus looked utterly bewildered, tears welling in his innocent eyes. I don't know, Sergeant. What is this April Fool? It ain't even April yet. She said she would be here. She promised. I showed her the exact orbital coordinates. Very funny, Puddleglum. Very funny, Crius hissed, his voice dangerously low, resonating with a barely contained menace. But you know what? I don't like practical jokes, especially when they embarrass my entire platoon and myself. And I don't like you very much right now, and when I get you back to the base. Puddleglum, I've got a few jokes of my own that are going to be considerably less humorous for you, beginning with latrine duty for the next 2 solar cycles in solitary confinement. He rounded on the crestfallen cadets. All right, fall in. Let's move it. We are going back to base this instant. Double time. This entire outing is a complete disaster. As the humiliated cadets marched despondently back towards their transport shuttle, a defeated, murmuring mass of disappointment, Nimbus, still looking utterly crushed and profoundly puzzled, spotted a discreet campanile on the wall just outside the estate's extensive, shimmering security fence. He felt an urgent, overwhelming need to verify, to understand this cosmic misunderstanding. I was really here yesterday, and she'd been by— Wait a minute, Sergeant. How am I going to get back here today? She even showed me her private bio. He dialed a number Serafina had given him, a special, personal frequency. Suddenly, a hidden gate within the main one, a seamless integration of aesthetic design and advanced security, slid open, and a sleek, golf cart-sized personal transport glided silently out. Seated within was none other than Starlight Serafina Zenith herself, looking breathtaking in an elegant, flowing, sun-resistant jumpsuit and large, holographic shades, looking utterly radiant and serene. "Hey, Miss Serafina, it's warm. I can't see you, ma'am, but I hear your engine," Nimbus called out, spotting her immediately, his previous despair instantly evaporating. He ran towards her, his long legs pumping with renewed vigor, leaving the marching, grumbling cadets far behind. Serafina laughed, a melodic, joyful sound, pulling off her oversized holographic sunglasses. "Nimbus, darling, there you are. I thought you were going to bring some of your friends with you for the barbecue. I laid out extra bio pizza, all organic." Nimbus's face, which had been glum moments before, brightened like a nova. "I did, ma'am. I really did. They left. There, on their way back to CAG 7. My buddies and I went up and knocked on the door. And this fella, the automaton, AVU 734, came out and said that you were in the Europa Quadrant filming, and he didn't know when you'd be back, and then Star Sergeant Rix got all mad and thought I was lying to everyone." Serafina gasped, genuinely distressed, her face a mask of remorse. "Oh, Nimbus, I'm so sorry." "Stevens, my automaton valet unit, was just trying to protect me from the throngs of overzealous fans and persistent paparazzi. He takes his protocols very seriously. I should have told him about your invitation. It was a grave oversight on my part. Private Puddleglam, truly awful. My apologies to you and your esteemed Star Sergeant." Nimbus nodded sadly, still upset by his platoon's disbelief. "Do you suppose we could call them and explain, Miss Serafina? Perhaps the sergeant won't be so mad at me then, if he hears it from you, directly." "Nimbus, my dear, I don't think they'd do any good," Serafina said, biting her lip. "Since they already thought you made it up about meeting me and all anyway, they'll likely dismiss a call as part of an even more elaborate prank. A clever accomplice, they'll say. Now, I'm sure they think I'm some kind of a liar, too. Just by association, my reputation might be tarnished by this unintentional deceit." "Oh, Nimbus, I'm so sorry," Serafina repeated, genuine regret on her face. Just then, AVU 734, the automaton valet unit, glided up, its optical sensors scanning the area with quiet efficiency. "Oh, Stevens, is everything all right?" Miss AVU 734 inquired, its synthesized voice perfectly modulated. "Oh, Private Puddleglam, here is a friend of mine, Stevens," Serafina explained to the automaton, her voice carefully modulated for Avi. "He was my invited guest. Could you help him with these packages, please? He was just coming back to visit me." She turned to Nimbus. "I told you I was expecting you to come alone first, remember? Before bringing your entire entourage." Nimbus clapped his hands together, his face alight with renewed hope. "Well, I'm trying again, ma'am. They should be back at the barracks by now. It's a long shot, I know, but Star Sergeant Rix might believe me now if he heard it from your own lips." He took out his personal comm device and dialed the barracks frequency, his fingers fumbling with excitement. Back in the barracks, Creus Rix was still fuming, surrounded by his equally grumpy, utterly dispirited cadets. The barracks commandant on his desk chirped insistently, a tinny, annoying sound. Astrogator Pager Corel Wary answered it, dreading another incident. Hello, Astrogator.